This podcast is called the Label Life podcast series. So as someone who used to be labeled, Daniel said, somebody from his class from primary five.
Bapok!
Yeah, that's kind of cruel. So what can you say, Daniel? Maybe you, what can you say about this title of the podcast? Is it apt, or your thoughts?
My thoughts, as derogatory as it sounds, I think I grew to embrace it. I think it's almost like, because I identify as homosexual, right? I'm a gay man. So I just feel that there are certain things that you need to be proud of. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, people will throw things like, this just happens to be my sexual identity. So it's not the huge part of me. I wouldn't want people to say, oh, Daniel, the gay one, no? It's not all of me. It's just part of me. So I just feel that if you give me that label, I'll just wear it proud, but it's not all. It's, how do I do this, Hernping? How do I put this in a congruent statement? It's only a part of me. So I would say, labels aside, it's not my identity. Yeah.
Is it a bit like personality? It's just one aspect of your...
It's just one aspect of me. Yeah, it's not the complete me. So I'm an amalgamation of so many things, but this is just a part of me. So yeah, sure, give me a label, but beneath that, there are so many other labels, right? I'm so much more than just that one thing.
And then Daniel can be very sassy sometimes.
Yes, I can be. And Hernping is always at the receiving end. He seems to enjoy it.
I remember the quote which you I think Daniel quoted RuPaul. What was that?
If you're not gonna love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
Yes, that's right.
Can I get an amen? Yeah.
All right, so maybe you, Pam, you suffer from burnout. Do people call you names, or do people label you?
No, actually, I am the one labeling myself, I think. Yeah. I, have all sorts of expectation for myself, trying to fit into different labels, because that's how, social media, want us to see it, right? Okay, you need to be that mom, the entrepreneur mom, do it all mom, Yeah. But it's not true, because we don't have to fit into any labels out there. We don't have to. We are good enough just being by ourselves. The imperfection, it all makes up to who we are. Yeah, so we don't have to, struggle to fit into certain norms, or to fit into to fit in certain norms. Daniel really did you are able to accept yourself for who you are, and so I'm very happy to hear people who are able to do that. Yeah, really, really. Yeah, sometimes I still struggle with this myself when I see, friends, achieving certain things. I'm like, oh, then where am I? Should I be, she's at that age and she's able to achieve this. Should I be, so you tend to measure yourself against others. But then, yeah, you tell yourself, as long as you are true to yourself, you are, you are happy, with who you are, then that's what's most important. All these norms, that doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right, great. And lastly, maybe Hernping, you want to add something about this label thing? Have you been called derogatory? People have called the remarks on you.
So, like Pam, I think not so much from other people, but from myself, especially this diagnostic label, right? When I first heard the term, oh, you might have borderline personality disorder, I was like, what's that? What's a borderline human? Am I human or something? I'm not sure. So that part, right, it comes with a lot of anxiety. I'm sure people who are being diagnosed with certain things like, depression, anxiety, or bipolar, things like that, it can come with a lot of fears about what's going on. Yeah. On the flip side, I guess it also helps because it helps to explain some of the things that's happening. As Pam said, it's just one aspect of who you are, right? It's something you're going through temporarily. Yeah. Even though that temporary can be quite long sometimes. But, it's after a while, at least for me, I started to recognize that, oh, these are actually the signs and symptoms. There's a certain set of ways to get better. because like all illnesses, there's some kind of treatment. And I think that, when you get better, you share that label, and that label is just a single part of who you are. It's only one part of your journey, right? The rest of your journey is going to be amazing, except for Daniel's.
You just had to add that.
Because he's more glamorous.
His journey is going to be
Glam.
fabulous. Right?